Good evening, everyone. Max here for MME, Movie Madness and Entertainment. I'll tell you who's mad today. Actually, not mad, but man, John Campea, the camper. Woo! He really BTFO'd Rolland Emmerich. And I like Rolland Emmerich. I like the disaster movies. So Max Movies here. Now, is this going to be a fresh reaction? No. I watched it already while I was working. And I was like, damn, Campea. Oh, what the hell's there? I'll get my glasses on. Oh boy, I'm a little sleepy. A little sleepy from hold on a second. I'm not refilming this. Maybe I'll show you my hair. Uh-oh. There we go. Now I'm ready. Now, it's not reactive to the whole thing, but you got to see this and tell me in the comment section below if you believe with our pal Campea. I'm really proud of him. He's still got that fire. He has that fire. Listen, he's not wrong. This is very, very hypocritical statements from Rolland Emmerich to really blame other movies and other successes for his failures. I like disaster movies. He's kind of making the same type of movie over and over and over again. Diminishing returns, anyone? Yes. Everyone's probably seen a better disaster film. Unless you do something new or exciting with it, the audiences are going to get smaller and smaller and smaller, and disaster movies are not what they once were. We're a long way from Armageddon, Independence Day, and even 2012. We're a long way from there as well. All right, so let's get to the camper. I skipped past all the in video stamp ads from stamps.com, but this is when he releases the fire. He goes scorched earth on Rolland. Really? You got to hear this. You have to see and react. And this may be something I do differently too. I might not do full reactions. I will still do full reactions, but bite-sized reactions, just so you get that great goodness. This is the best part of this video that he released. And I want to share with you. And I completely 100%, even though I'm a Rolland Emmerich fan, the camper's right.
You want to know who ruins the movie industry? Putting out movies and telling people to come to them and giving them a shit experience.
Yes.
That ruins the movie industry.
Yes, it does. Yes,
telling people
does.
come.
Listen, if you build it, they will come. If you make a great experience and you give us something different, they will come. If you're doing something that's very similar to something that already exists, you're fighting your back catalog, you could watch a much better disaster film on all these streaming channels, probably a much better Rolland Emmerich disaster film. Why are you going to leave the house? Unless you really, really bring it. I still want to see Moonfall. I'll probably wait and rent it. And yes, you deserve a premium experience at the theater, not a shit one. John is absolutely right. We have to get past. Tell me in the comment section below, are you tired of Hollywood whining about the failures and placing the blame on the consumer? If you build it, the consumer will come for a great experience. They're just not going to show up for average anymore. They are not going to show up for an average experience in this climate, and dare I say ever again. You know what? This pandemic could be done and over with, and people still might not come back because there's a lot of other options that are a lot more accessible on your fingertips, on your phones. So it's got to be an experience to get you to the theater. That's all you need to know. It's got to be above average, and it's got to be an experience. All right, so let's hear the rest of Campea here.
Come to our movie theaters and have a good time. You're going to enjoy yourself. Bring your date, bring your kids, bring your family. We're going to have fun. And then people set aside their evening. They pay a babysitter maybe. They buy their movie tickets. They get their popcorn. They get their soda. They settle in for 2 hours and have.
You sit by some damn annoying people that won't shut up at the theater. Listen, I like people. I cannot stand going to the theater, paying my premium experience, and someone talking through the whole thing.
crap thrown in their face. That ruins the movie industry.
Yes.
Somebody else enjoying success and bringing people into the movie theaters.
Just to give you context, and maybe I should bring up this article here too before we get John back. Rolland Emmerich is throwing heat at comic book movies. His comment was, naturally, Marvel and DC Comics and Star Wars have pretty much taken over. Emmerich said, it's ruining our industry a little bit because no one does anything original anymore. Listen, the comic book films are doing have a lot more originality than Rolland Emmerich disaster films. I'm sorry. You are doing cookie cutter content, dude. Cookie cutter content. Very hypocritical. It's a very different thing when you get Ridley Scott saying it, Martin Scorsese. Well, Martin Scorsese's a little cookie cutter himself. It's very and listen, he's still great, but he's been playing his greatest hits. You know, I give a lot more relevancy to Ridley Scott, who's trying other things in his career. He's just very prolific, no matter what stage of his career, working with other actors, younger actors too. But that comment was horrible, really lame, and time is ticking. Not on the moon falling on Earth, on Rolland Emmerich getting another. This may be I think this is the last disaster film that he does. He's had chances. Independence Day 2 came back, landed with a thud. Oh, let me make sure I got the audio. Here we go. You got to hear the rest of this. Great hot take, Camper. Great hot take.
Does not ruin the movie industry. It is a pathetic victim kind of mentality that says, oh, woe is me. Everybody would love my movies if it wasn't for that damn Batman. Everybody would love my movies if it wasn't for that. And normally I wouldn't care that Rolland Emmerich said this because it's like, hey, somebody has an opinion or whatever.
No, this is just like a good comparison is on YouTube. And I would love to talk about this with you viewers as well. Why do you struggle to grow numbers? I'll be honest, movie talk is oversaturated. And then I have friends in the gaming and retro gaming, and the gaming talk on the internet is oversaturated. And, some people got upset with Destiny FOMO because she was going a different angle with video game. Now she's not on YouTube talking about games right now. She's more on Twitch doing ASMR, whispering in a plastic ear. Whatever. The point is that Destiny FOMO's success doesn't mean she's taking away customers from you. Just like the Batman, where John Campea is saying, doesn't mean it's taking customers away from him. You still have to do a good product. They're not taking your customers. The customers will be there and they'll come back. The superhero genre is not taking away your customers. It's not. If you deliver a good product, they will come. Batman isn't making it hard for Moonfall. Moonfall is making it hard for Moonfall. What is Moonfall's biggest issue? Is it Batman? Or is it because... Answer the comment section below, please. Is Moonfall's biggest hurdle the Batman or superhero films? Or that it's Moonfall by Rolland Emmerich, yet another disaster film? And I'm okay with that, but it's another one where his back catalog of films are better and you can click it on Netflix. That's what's wrong. So yes, Camper is right.
But Moonfall is opening this week, and he's already in advance pre-making excuses for the failure of his film. Mm-hmm. And come on, dude, you can make some fun cinema, Rolland. Mm-hmm. You can even make some fun
Old dogs need to adapt and learn new tricks to stay relevant and stop complaining. Stop being bitches. For real. Need to adapt to the current market. Bring something new. Don't just do the same old trick.
We've talked about before, Rob, his Shakespeare movie, Anonymous. I really
didn't
like
see
his
that.
Shakespeare
I didn't see
movie.
that.
I thought it was really good and showed he had a big wide range and all that kind of stuff. And that's great. But this whole thing of blaming comic book movies or Star Wars movies or DC movies or whatever, blaming them for your failures is not the option. Instead, you should be groveling on your hands and freaking knees and saying, thank you, Mr. Feige. Thank you, Star Wars. Thank you, DC, for keeping the theaters going and keeping people coming in.
Because truth. Yes, I think the theaters would have wrapped it all up if it wasn't for the superhero genre these last few years during the pandemic. Yeah, they're event films. That's what keep people employed. They keep people employed. There's so many people. I'm sick of. There's so many jobs that the superhero genre creates for people in the industry. Special effects, give young actors talent. Give young actors careers. Listen, it's a great jumping off point for these young actors that get their role, their star role as look at Simu Liu, look at Brie Larson, look at Chadwick Boseman. We might not have Chadwick Boseman. Think about this. Wouldn't has touched as many lives if he wasn't Black Panther. He would have touched. He'd have still had a career, but he wouldn't have meant so much to so many without being a superhero. He's a super person. There's so much good that comes from this industry, and let's not give up on the superhero genre. But listen, I am open to other things taking its place. They just got to adapt. The video game genre is nipping at its heels. It could be the next most relevant genre of entertainment in movies and streaming, and it should be. And it needs, superhero genre needs competition. That's what needs to happen. Some other genre of film and TV series needs to come back and say, you know what, move over superhero. That's what needs to happen. Competition.
Because anybody who's going to go see this, what's that?
Those movies keep thousands of people employed.
Yes, Robert Meyer Burnett. I agree, Robert Meyer Burnett.
Yeah, you had all the.
And again, worldwide. Somebody needs to explain to me how, number one, bringing people into the movie theaters, and then number two, delivering a fun, entertaining experience that people enjoy. Tell me how that's bad for the movie industry.
That people want to watch again and again, because it's not like these are movies that people are going and seeing one time and going, okay, I saw it. I'm, check that off the box. Yeah, some are, but a lot of these people are going back again and again and bringing additional people that may not have felt comfortable going to the theater, but going, okay, I'll give it a shot because you loved this movie and you had such a great time. I'll give it a shot, and not only that, but also, what also hurts our entire industry.
Before we get to her, yes, superhero movies are what got me back to the theater. After this pandemic, made me feel safe going back. That's what broke the ice to get me back into normalcy. I mean, we're not exactly normal now, but yeah, that helped me definitely. It's only a benefit.
When people who are part of it show that there is such a division within it. Like, why can't we all celebrate? There's certain, what? I will never watch the movie Arachnophobia. You all know why.
Okay.
But
I don't know.
I'm not saying that movies like Arachnophobia should never be made, because there are a lot of people that want to go see them. And I go, hey, good for you. I'm not going to go see it. However, that doesn't mean.
Okay. Well, I thought I would share with you, because I really enjoyed it. Oh, I forgot. I got to hold on. Don't forget to rate this video. I am subscribed. Great video crew at John Campea Show. It's not just John though. But stay tuned to MME. We have great things coming. I want to read your comments on this one. Really bad take from Rolland Emmerich. Does not, that doesn't make me want to go to the theater either. Maybe if he was more maybe if he was more tactful with his concerns about the industry and say, I really, maybe if he was talking more positive about this one, I've done disaster movies before. This is how it's different. This is why I think you should rush to the theater. Maybe I'd want to go. I'll be honest with you. I'm not like staying away from the theater because of these comments. It's just, I'm thinking about how lame they are and how out of touch. And yeah, John is right. He is being a little bit of a victim here when the only thing that's really causing his issues is himself. I'm sure it's harder for him to get financing, and it's going to be a lot harder after not the Moonfalls, but the box office for his movie. And I hope I'm wrong, but I think we all know. The only disaster is him doing the same thing over and over again. Bring something different, Rolland. Sorry. Bye, everyone.